What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Roger Report. The news cycle is absolutely relentless, isn't it? Every single day, something new, something shocking, something that demands your attention. We're here to cut through the noise and bring you the absolute essential updates you need to stay in the loop. Get ready, because today we've got a packed show with stories that are buzzing across the sports world and beyond. From incredible on-court moments to surprising personal insights, we're diving deep into what's making headlines. You do not want to miss this. First up, we've got a fascinating look at player dynamics and reactions from a major matchup. Then, we're hitting you with the inside scoop on some game day drama that affected the flow of play. After that, we're getting personal with a candid admission from one of the league's biggest stars about a quirky, relatable habit. And finally, we're bringing you some sharp commentary from a coach on a key player's absence and its impact. It's all here, it's all happening, and it's all on the Roger Report. Let's get into it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. A pivotal play and a famous reaction. The WNBA season is heating up, and a recent matchup between the Golden State Valkyries and the Indiana Fever proved to be more than just a game. It was a showcase of rising talent and intriguing player dynamics. With both teams vying for crucial playoff positioning, the stakes were undeniably high. The Valkyries, holding a slightly better record, hosted the Fever in a game that promised intense competition. However, a significant storyline emerged not just from the on-court action, but from the sidelines and the reactions captured by the cameras. The Indiana Fever were notably without their superstar guard, Caitlin Clark, who was sidelined due to a groin injury. Despite her absence from play, Clark made the trip to San Francisco and was a visible presence, cheering on her teammates. It was during a critical moment in the fourth quarter that the spotlight turned to Clark's reaction. Her close friend and former Iowa teammate, Kate Martin, who was playing for the Golden State Valkyries, executed a massive four-point play that extended the Valkyries' lead. The play, which put Golden State up 58-50, occurred directly in front of the Indiana Fever's bench. Broadcast cameras caught Clark's animated response, a visible expression of frustration as Martin converted the crucial shot. This moment, amplified by social media, highlighted the unique dynamic between the two players who shared years of collegiate success. Martin, who had a strong performance off the bench with 10 points in just 15 minutes, continued her undefeated streak against Clark at the WNBA level. The camaraderie between Clark and Martin is well documented, with Clark having openly expressed her desire to team up with Martin again in the WNBA. This incident, however, offered a rare glimpse into the competitive spirit that surfaces even between the closest of friends when they are on opposing sides of a high-stakes game. The game itself was a testament to the competitive nature of the WNBA, with players like Martin stepping up in significant moments, and stars like Clark, even when injured, remaining engaged with the game and their teammates. The narrative surrounding this particular game extended beyond the final score, focusing on the personal connections and the emotional responses that make professional sports so compelling. It's a reminder that behind the stats and the wins, there are deep friendships and fierce competitive drives at play. But the drama on the court wasn't the only thing making headlines that night. Stay tuned as we break down the unusual circumstances that impacted the game's flow. Clock issues and crowd energy at Chase Center. Sunday night's WNBA matchup between the Golden State Valkyries and the Indiana Fever at Chase Center was an event marked by more than just the on-court competition. The game, which the Valkyries ultimately won 75-63, was plagued by significant electrical issues that caused multiple shot clocks to malfunction. These technical difficulties, coupled with choppy officiating and numerous review stoppages, transformed the arena into a unique spectacle, with the fan cam playing a prominent role as music filled the breaks in play. The prolonged game, lasting 2 hours and 38 minutes, was one of the longest regulation contests recorded recently, a testament to the disruptive nature of the clock malfunctions. The issues were attributed to a power outage at the venue earlier that morning, creating a start-stop rhythm that visibly frustrated both teams. Despite the disruptions, the Valkyries managed to secure their third consecutive victory. Key performances included Ileana Rupert's career-high 21 points, including 5 three-pointers, and rookie Janelle Saloon's 10 points. Veronica Burton also contributed significantly with 8 points, 13 assists, and 7 rebounds. The team's ability to maintain focus and energy amidst the chaos was highlighted by Coach Nakase, who noted that the breaks allowed the team to regroup and refocus on their defensive strategy. The Fever, playing without star Caitlin Clark due to a groin injury, were led by Ariel Powers with 17 points and Kelsey Mitchell with 14. However, the Valkyries' defense was effective in limiting Aaliyah Boston to just 4 points, a key factor in their victory. The crowd at Chase Center played a vital role in keeping the energy high, with fans remaining engaged and supportive throughout the lengthy and stop-and-start game. Coach Nakase specifically credited the fans for their resilience and for helping to create a lively atmosphere. The game's narrative was shaped not only by the competitive intensity, but also by the unusual technical challenges, demonstrating the resilience of the players and the impactful presence of the home crowd in overcoming adversity. This game serves as a memorable example of how external factors can influence the flow of professional sports and the importance of adaptability for both teams and venue staff. Now, shifting from the court's intensity to a more personal revelation, let's explore a unique insight into one of the league's most talked-about stars. Caitlin Clark's quirky, pillow snob revelation. In the whirlwind of WNBA stardom, Indiana Fever sensation Caitlin Clark has offered fans a rare and surprisingly relatable glimpse into her off-court life. In a candid moment shared via the Fever's social media, Clark revealed a rather specific, yet endearing, personal preference. She considers herself a pillow snob. This delightful admission came in response to a simple question about bedtime routines, and it quickly resonated with fans, humanizing the generational talent. Clark elaborated on her fastidiousness, explaining, "I actually am the biggest pillow snob of all time. I'll stay up for 20 minutes, slapping my pillow, looking in other bedrooms for better pillows." She emphasized the necessity of the pillow being just perfect, otherwise, she suffers from headaches. This detail adds a layer of understanding to her commitment to self-care, especially given her documented history of battling headaches, which have even occurred during games. For an athlete whose performance hinges on razor-sharp focus, precise reaction times, and split-second decision-making, ensuring optimal sleep conditions is paramount. By prioritizing the right kind of pillow, described as really squishy, Clark is meticulously maintaining the physical and mental state required for peak performance. Beyond her athletic career, Clark tends to keep her personal life relatively private, enjoying activities like golf and baking, and even attending Taylor Swift concerts. Her openness about something as simple as pillow preference highlights her grounded nature, self-awareness, and willingness to embrace small comforts that contribute to her overall balance. In the age of social media, such personal quirks serve to humanize public figures, making them more approachable. Clark's pillow predicament isn't just a charming anecdote. It's a testament to her self-awareness and dedication to her craft. It reminds fans that even the most dominant athletes have ordinary routines, and that sometimes, a seemingly minor fastidiousness is actually a strategic element of self-care. This candid moment not only garners fan connection, but also underscores the idea that personal well-being directly fuels athletic excellence, proving that even a snob quirk can be a sign of smart self-awareness rather than vanity. From personal comfort to professional strategy, we now turn to a coach's perspective on a key player's absence and its impact on team dynamics. Coach Nakase on Clark's absence and team resilience. As the Indiana Fever navigated their West Coast road trip, their game against the Golden State Valkyries saw them without their star player, Caitlin Clark, for her 18th consecutive game due to a groin injury. This absence, accumulating to 28 missed games including the Commissioner's Cup final, has necessitated a shift in the Fever's strategy and highlighted the resilience of the team. Golden State Valkyries coach Natalie Nakase shared her insights on how the Fever operate with and without Clark, offering a nuanced perspective on the team's dynamics. Nakase began by acknowledging Clark's significant impact, particularly her scoring ability and range, noting that her absence places more offensive responsibility on her teammates. Well, obviously, without Caitlin, the scoring puts a little bit more onus on everyone else because she can shoot obviously from the logo, Nakase stated, recognizing Clark's unique talent. However, Nakase was quick to praise the contributions of other Fever players who have stepped up in Clark's stead. She specifically mentioned Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and the addition of Odyssey Sims, highlighting their ability to perform in crucial moments. But now with Kelsey Mitchell, I would say Boston and now Odyssey Sims, Nakase explained. Adding Sims, she closed the game versus LA. You have a player of Sims' experience with not being shy for the big moments. Nakase also pointed out the importance of players like Lexi Hull, whose improved shooting range demands defensive attention, and the impact of new additions Chloe Bibby and Aerial Powers, who bring energy and defensive intensity. You have to be mindful of their main players, but at the same time, they're not shy of making the right reads. Now, spacing the floor with Lexi, you have to be aware of her. You can't just leave her because she is shooting not just from three, she's shooting deeper as well. Then obviously they picked up Chloe Bibby and they picked up Aerial Powers. We know how dangerous Chloe is, and Aerial brings that energy and defensive mentality. Nakase emphasized that the Fever's makeup is different without Clark, requiring a different scouting approach. She commended the team's overall effort and resilience despite injuries, stating, "A team like that plays hard and plays the right way and is being resilient through all these injuries. You always have to be ready. So tonight is going to be a big mental focus game for us." This perspective from Coach Nakase underscores the strategic adjustments teams must make when key players are absent, and how other players can rise to the occasion, demonstrating the depth and competitive spirit within the league. And that brings us to the end of our deep dives for today. But before you go, we've got a quick recap of all the action. That was a whirlwind of updates. We saw Kate Martin make a big play and Caitlin Clark's reaction. We navigated through a game with crazy clock issues, learned about Caitlin Clark's pillow preferences, and heard Coach Nakase's thoughts on team strategy. Don't miss out on any of our future breakdowns. Hit that like button, subscribe to the Roger Report, and make sure that notification bell is on so you're the first to know when new videos drop. Leave a comment below telling us your favorite story from today's show, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.